You are listening to a pleasure podcast. For more from our sex podcast collective, visit pleasurepodcasts.com.
I was thinking today, I think my penis has shrunk.
Oh my God, where did this come from?
I was looking at it over the past maybe week.
What?
And
What do
I
you mean?
think
You're
it-
looking at your penis erect or flaccid?
Flaccid.
So that means nothing. Some people are showers and some people are growers.
It's about an inch shorter than usual. It's a significant decrease.
Oh my God, that is insane.
Yeah. When I
What do you-
urinate, it elongates.
Oh my God.
Something unusual is happening.
Nothing unusual is happening.
I would say that's unusual. It's uncomfortable to talk about sex, but sometimes it's important to get uncomfortable. Sex Talk with My Mom is the best mom-son podcast about sex.
It's the only one as well.
My mother is a cougar.
My son is a clown.
In a nutshell, my dad died, so my mother decided to create a YouTube channel all about sex, like all mothers do.
And then my son decides to use my material in his stand-up comedy routines.
And thus, Sex Talk with My Mom was born. Welcome to Sex Talk with My Mom. I'm Cam Potter.
And I'm Karen Lee Potter.
Wow, we're here again, talking about sex.
Trying to make a little levity in your life?
Mother,
Yes.
let's kick the show off with a little segment of
Hit on or shit on. Woohoo!
This is the segment where we share something that someone has shared with us. Something that could be a hit on, but it also could be a shit on.
Right. Usually the hit-ons are regarding me and the shit-ons are regarding you.
We've done
I've
this
noticed.
section once before. Why?
Yeah.
Why is usually?
Okay, well, so far that's 1 for 1.
Okay, well, guess what? I'm about to fucking mix it up, mother.
Mix it up, baby. Let's hear it.
Okay, so
You
I'm
got
on,
a hit on or shit on?
actually that's TBD.
Oh.
It's never you're never quite sure with these. So I'm on Hinge, as you know, the dating app where
Oh, I know.
that I've been on for the last year, and at this point things are changing a bit.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, I'm convinced there's a third wave coming.
A third wave. Okay.
We had the first 2 waves of the coronavirus. Now we're hitting the third wave, which is actually not infections from coronavirus, but it's breakups.
Look at you, hoping for breakups.
I'm not hoping.
oh.
I've just been noticing
Hoping
there's
to
a lot
be there
of
to
fresh.
scoop it up.
There's a lot of fresh meat on the Hinge app. I'm talking to a lot of my friends. They're all going through breakups. People are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and they're fucking cutting things off.
Yeah, they're getting ready to get on their wild ride and try it again.
And I'm just saying, after
You're like that guy.
a few weeks or a few days of healing, I think that we got some fresh meat in the market.
You know, it's interesting that you said that because some guy on Tic Tac talked about he's recently divorced, how are things different? And everybody's like, well, social media is different, all this other shit. And I'm like, you got to figure out how to self-improve, become self-aware of what went wrong, and then go out.
Well, I'm going to give a little bit of time for the self-improvement.
Yeah, you got to leave that out open there.
I will. But it's pretty fascinating that like in the last week, I've heard of 4 different breakups.
Yeah.
This is nuts.
You're like the cleanup man.
I've
You're
been
the cleanup man.
It's been a celibate
Willing-
fucking year over here.
Yeah, and you're just going to scoop up all the leftover, whatever remains.
Well,
The carnage.
So I will also say we have never announced this on the show, but we both are vaccinated at this point.
Woohoo!
We-
It is a feeling of freedom.
Extreme freedom. We were able to get this because we kind of went in at the last minute while this place was closing, and we said, "You got any leftovers?" And they gave us their scraps.
They were going to throw them out, and they said, I'd rather inject them into our arms.
And so who knows if they fucking work in us because they've been left out
There was
over there.
leftovers. Yeah,
no,
it could
but-
be that. No, the way you complained about your symptoms, you definitely got it.
No. Overall, it was a great experience, and I highly recommend everyone get vaccinated. But it has opened my world up now to get to. Before I wasn't seeing anyone.
Right.
I literally was not coming within 6 feet of other humans.
And now you can see them. You may not want to have sex with them because they're still an STD situation, but you can see them.
There's also the risk that I could potentially pass it on to them.
That's true.
So
but
they
it's-
have to be comfortable with that.
Yeah, exactly. Or they could be vaccinated.
Or they might be vaccinated. Okay, so anyway, I have on my profile, it says, together we could, and then I filled in the blank, relearn how to hug.
Okay.
I'm vaxed.
Oh,
Okay.
Vaxed is like now like a little like it's like an invisible cloak of some sort.
Yeah, using this to my advantage. Is that a Harry Potter reference?
No, I don't know what it is. Is there a Harry Potter invisible cloak?
Invisibility cloak, yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe I should write for Harry Potter books.
I don't know if they're accepting writers. Okay. Anyway, this person responds saying, luckily, I never forgot how to hug. She slid right in there.
She slid in.
Can you believe it?
Do you think because she knows you're vaxxed or because
she saw me say together we could learn how to hug. I'm vaxxed. And she says, luckily, I never forgot how to hug.
Oh.
And then I said,
how flirty.
Have you been hugging this whole time?
Oh, so you're checking out whether or not she's been a renegade.
Well, what the fuck is that?
Rebel.
What she's been.
So now you're like already dismissing her because she hugs people.
I haven't walked out of my apartment in the past year without an entire hazmat suit on.
Yeah. So.
And she's been hugging this whole time?
Maybe she's hugging, but she's not facing like the direction of the person.
Maybe.
Why don't you just meet her before you go prejudging everybody? I, by the way, sat with you the other day and looked at how you swiped. I happened to see what was going on.
Yeah.
You're swiping away.
No, you keep saying
You're
that.
swiping.
I hit my limit. You saw it. You were there riding dirty right along with me.
Well, I have problems. I have to talk to some of these women. I don't understand. They're beautiful women. And what do they do? Every picture, they put themselves with at least one other girl, sometimes as many as 6. I counted.
You are the
What is the point of you have to go like it's a treasure hunt to find out which one is the one that's on the app?
It is. It's time consuming.
Or they're wearing sunglasses. You can't even see what their face looks like altogether. Or they're with a huge.
You are
group.
more judgmental than I am.
I just don't understand how you can put yourself on there and not have any self-esteem to put yourself in like a nice picture of yourself. Is that so difficult?
No one spends their day like you do, taking selfies, thirst trapping all over the fucking place.
It doesn't have to be thirst trapping, but once in a while you take a picture. You look good. Say, hey, so and so, take my picture.
You
have nice pictures.
Because you've taken them all of me.
Yeah.
Literally every single one that's on there. Well, you first criticized every single one that I had and then replaced them with whatever you had.
One of them was with you and a little person that was putting bubbles on your head or something. I don't know what the person was doing on an airplane.
This was a long time ago. All
right.
This
anyway.
is outdated Hinge profile, Mom.
Okay. Well, right now your Hinge profile's looking good.
Can I ask you something?
Here goes. Whenever
Let me
someone
just ask you.
You know what I don't like when people go, can I be honest with you? What are you normally dishonest?
This is not a criticism to you. I'm dead serious. Am I going to come out of quarantine and discover that everyone else has been out there hugging and fucking and just holding hands, and I've been in a hole by myself?
I think that's very unlikely that everyone. It's superlative. Those human fountains they're fucking everything in sight, I'm sure. They're spitting all over each other.
They all have girlfriends. All
right. Well, meanwhile, I know that there's a lot of people out there that are still going on with their life as usual.
So you think that I shouldn't be judgmental of this girl
because she hugged people, right? She didn't say she was having random sex without condoms.
Why weren't you hugging people the whole fucking time?
I wasn't, but I started to.
Before you were vaxxed?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't even hug you. Well, then again, you.
What the fuck?
You at one point or another you wouldn't even come into the apartment. Finally, we got you. That was
I spent the first 3 months in solitary confinement.
I know.
Mother.
What?
Is that a hit on or a shit on?
Yours?
Yeah.
I think it was a hit on. She's ready to hug you.
She's ready to hug. Okay. Well, I will do my best to keep an open mind. Maybe I'll learn something. Maybe I'll be hugging everyone.
I can just imagine this first date. There's going to be a quiz, 100 questions long. Where have you been? Who have you hugged? Who have you fucked? What kind of
I'm
STDs
fine
you
with
have?
it now.
All right. I had a hit on or shit on.
Yes.
I guess this is, he's actually a frequent hitter on her. So I just grabbed whatever. His name is Jigaman. He is on my Instagram and he comes up with some of the wildest statements now and then. And I figured I'll share this with the hit on segment. And this is unsolicited. I don't even know where this came from. He just said, be honest, Karen. Is it possible for me to find a baddie that's hot on your level or almost there, who likes girls, comma, lets me step out, comma, and remains monogamous with me, question mark.
Oh my God. Is that a hit on?
I think that's a hit on. He's obviously given up on trying to hit on me, which, because I have already expressed that I'm in a relationship.
Okay. So
So
now
he
he's
wants
looking for a baddie similar or almost like you.
Almost as hot.
He
If there's
knows
a
he's
hot
not going to
meter,
find...
He's not going to find the hottest.
No, he's not going to find
He's
the
just
cougar
going, yeah.
Karen Lee out there.
No, that's out.
So he's going for maybe second best.
He's going for second best, but then he
He's got qualifications, though.
He's got qualifications. He has a little double standards going on here.
Yeah. First of all, this person has to be interested in both him and exclusively other women.
Yes, he wants an open-minded woman, but that person can't like other guys.
Exactly. So likes him, likes other girls, lets him step out.
He likes to
Where's
step
he stepping out to?
He steps out all the time.
Let me step out and have a little breather.
Yeah, we'll have other Instagram DMs from him, in which case he said he's doing a favor to all the women when he has sex with them because he's so well endowed and good at oral sex.
Oh my God. Okay. And then he expects this person to remain monogamous for him.
Yes, he likes people to be monogamous. Maybe for the same reasons as you. Maybe he's very concerned about some sort of STDs or coronavirus.
I never said that. Where are you getting this?
He obviously has some qualifications just like you do.
My qualifications are
he doesn't like when they don't. He likes them to remain monogamous. Now
I didn't say that necessarily.
No,
I'm open. I'm
saying maybe he has decided that he will judge these women before meeting them.
Mom.
Yes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You think she and Jigamon would get along well?
No.
Because she likes to hug trees?
She does sound like a baddie, but I wouldn't say that maybe that she's just letting him step out and
I can't see her
not
doing that.
remaining.
Just a few sentences that she wrote. I don't think she was into being into girls and not being allowed to step out.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
She wants to step out.
She's stepping.
She's stepping and hugging. She's hugging and stepping.
Stepping time.
Stepping time.
Stepping time.
Are you singing what I think you're singing?
Yeah, the original Mary Poppins,
Yeah.
not the fucking bullshit Mary Poppins Returns, which everyone knows was butchered by Lin-Manuel fucking Miranda.
All right, here we go. With the
That's hit on or shit on.
Yeah, let's move on to
Moving on.
Cam's life. It's time to talk about your life.
All right. What would you like to know?
I don't know what's going on in your life besides you judging people on Hinge.
I've become girl crazy.
I like that.
Do you think is that pretty normal for me?
I think it's normal for any guy right now or any girl right now for that matter. People are just tired of being alone.
It's going through the mind nonstop.
It's a looping thought?
It's a looping thought. Any way that I could. To the point that I was trying to talk to people at your pool last night.
Yeah, and what happened?
Well, I did start talking to them, and unfortunately, I have no idea who the people are now because I wasn't wearing my glasses.
Okay. Were they in the pool or outside of the pool?
They were outside the pool.
Hot tub?
I was in the pool, and then I went and talked to them after I got out.
What were you trying to do? To have a little threesome?
It's a little flirty.
You were flirting with a couple?
It turns out they were sisters.
Oh, a couple of girls.
Who the fuck else?
I thought you were talking about a random couple. You didn't say who these people were.
2 girls.
2 girls that were sisters. I like that.
Unfortunately, I don't know who they are. I won't be able to say hello to them again because I wasn't wearing my fucking glasses because I was wearing my goggles.
Well, hold that thought because eventually I want to talk about it. When I talk about my life, I'm going to bring up glasses again. So
let's go for it.
Well, I don't think we need to move on past your life.
You already did fucking
All right, you're going to go on an ADD route with me?
Yes.
Fine. Follow me there. I just wanted to tell you that I did a Tic Tac video about this because I was so distraught. I just got addicted to reading glasses. 62 years old. I have to wear reading glasses. I never had to wear them before.
You know why?
Because I had monovision.
No, because you're fucking addicted to Tic Tac.
No, you think Tic Tac ruined my vision?
Yes.
Oh, it's possible.
What do you mean, oh, it's possible? That's 100% what's happening.
No.
Yes.
Because I was on
Your
Instagram
whole life
before.
is spent looking at this little phone, and so your eyes get used to looking at this little tiny thing in front of you. It strains your eye. Now you require reading glasses.
You just want to blame my Tic Tac addiction on something.
No.
All right, well, whatever the case may be, I'm addicted to my reading glasses. And
Okay.
that means, and I was holding off for so long because I didn't want this to happen. That means that when I go to shave any part of my body in the shower, I have to put my reading glasses on to see, and I can't see because it gets fogged up by the steam in the shower.
Oh, my God.
So I'd like to know what people do. So
they
I
probably
asked them,
don't do it in the shower.
No, you have to do it in the shower. You can't do it otherwise.
What
because you
about in a
can't see.
bathtub? That's a good idea, Mother.
I'm not going to go putting hair all over the bathtub. That's a horrible idea.
What are you putting in the shower?
Well, anyway, I had some people suggesting that I have them help shave.
Oh, that's nice. What a solution.
There was a solution.
So we're both going blind over
So
here.
we're both going blind. We can't see shit.
You don't seem to care that
How
I have floaters.
Oh, here we go again.
No, it's not here we go
Wait,
again.
before we could start this podcast, you started saying that you had some sinus issue because you were drinking tea. Now you can't see because you got floaters. What is going on here?
I'm not. It's not like I'm just sitting here complaining. I'm just making observations about my life.
You're kvetching.
Yes.
You're kvetching.
Yes, that's Yiddish for complaining. No, I'm just noting. I'm noting. Oh, you know what? I'm drinking tea, and now my nose is completely stuffed. Is coincidence? I don't think so. Okay, so that's just an observation. I'm not saying, Mom, come take care of me.
I know.
Because my nose is stuffed.
No,
It's just
you're
an observation.
observing, and you have to tell me about this.
And I'm observing also that my vision in my right eye has deteriorated to that of nothing in the dark now. I don't know what's happened.
What do you
There's
need to
floaters fucking everywhere.
What do you mean in the dark? Why do you need to see in the dark?
Sometimes in the light. In the light, when against any, like this wall is completely white, I can see, it looks like I can see all the rods and cones floating around in my eye. Everything's completely detached.
You have very big eyes.
Thank you. This is, you're not concerned about the fact that my eye is not functioning anymore.
No.
But instead, I just have big eyes.
Cam, if I made a list of things that were problematic in your body,
Yeah.
it would be very long.
You would learn about all the organs in my body.
I still feel for any internist that examines you for the first time.
I was thinking today, I think my penis has shrunk.
Oh my God, where did this come from?
I was looking at it over the past maybe week.
What? What
And
do
I
you mean?
think
You're
it-
looking at your penis erect or flaccid?
Flaccid.
So that means nothing. Some people are showers and some people are growers.
It's about an inch shorter than usual. It's a significant decrease.
Oh my God, that is insane.
Yeah. When I
What do you-
urinate, it elongates.
Oh my God.
Something unusual is happening.
Nothing unusual is happening.
I would say that's unusual.
I read an article about people's genitals, babies' genitals are getting smaller and weirder, but nobody that's fully grown.
Yes. Maybe. And what did that say? Pesticides.
Is this now a new
It's
phobia?
just
You think that your
it's
your
not
dick
a phobia
got
just
small?
because I bring it up. That's why I think you think I'm insane. My
I do.
sister thinks I'm fucking insane.
Yes, she does.
My sister asked me, why haven't I gone on antidepressants or anti-anxiety medication yesterday? And I
That's a
said,
good question.
I have never had a need for it. And she rolled her eyes, the biggest roll I've ever seen in my life. I've survived until this point, okay?
Okay, but meanwhile, you're really seriously measuring,
I'm not measuring.
you're eyeballing,
I'm eyeballing.
so to speak.
Yeah.
Do you ever think that the reason that you think your dick got smaller is because you can't see? you got floaters going on, and that
is
might
hilarious.
be why you can't see. I couldn't see if anything down there. I can't see anything,
You know
especially
what?
in the shower.
Here's what I'm convinced it is.
What?
The temperature in my apartment, because I don't have heat.
Shrinks your dick.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
It's almost going inward.
Inward.
It's about to be a fucking innie.
Oh my God.
It's that
This
cold in my
visual-
fucking apartment.
This visual of your dick going inward. Oh my God. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Anyway, that's
well,
so
all
I'm
right.
going girl crazy. I'm trying to hit on people in your apartment building, having to tell them that I live in the building, which is uncomfortable. By the way, I was in the fucking pool
Yeah.
swimming.
Yeah.
It's at night, okay? Well, no one else needs to be in there.
Right.
It's a long lap pool.
Yeah.
I could be in there alone. This couple decides to come in there, and they just start making out.
You start making out?
I'm swimming back and forth, the fucking goggles, splashing around,
And they're-
trying to keep time.
Like we're
And
talking like heavy duty or just
she's
a little peck?
mounted on him in a
Oh
thong.
my God. They might be fucking all together.
I'm trying to fucking focus on my breathing, and I see this fucking thong mounted on this guy. I look up, and the guy, she's making out with this guy next to me.
Was
What-
she good looking?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't need that. I don't need that distraction.
So what do you do?
I just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Do they seem to be bothered by you doing laps?
No, that's what was
Did they
more
even notice that
infuriating.
you were there?
Yes. Well, actually, I don't know because they went in my lane
Oh my
eventually.
God. They were into it.
Well, I don't know what the fuck was going on there. I wasn't pleased with it.
Oh my God. I think I know the couple you're talking about. I think they were drinking all day and
They
probably,
were.
yeah. So they were drunker than a
They
skunk.
were drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said she liked my swim trunks, and she was like slurring her words when she said that. I
Oh
always
my
told her
God. So you
"You like
stopped
these-
long enough to have her admire your swim trunks?
there was a one interaction. I almost said, "You like these swim trunks? I got them at Goodwill. They were used when I bought them for $5."
Is this true?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I want to ask you about something.
What?
I wanted to ask you about why you decided to send a Tic Tac video with oral sex tips to the entire family chain.
Well, I think that anybody, male or female, could use these tips. Because if you're a male, you should know what to do. And if you're a female, you need to know what pleases you. It wasn't even oral sex tips that I was sending. It was just basically...
Are you kidding me? This guy was taking his fingers and he was fucking putting them in the shape of a pussy.
Yeah.
He's licking them nonstop, talking and giving blow by blows on
that
how to
one.
lick this thing.
Oh, I thought you were talking about another one when he was actually describing what it feels like for a woman to have a dick in her.
How does he know what it feels like?
He was describing I was describing that. He was describing what a man feels like to, what was it?
This is too much Tic Tac.
I'm all confused. Wait.
Tic Tac. Why don't you play the fucking
all right,
video?
So this is a guy named Nathan M. Spencer, and he's replying to the question from a woman saying, how do they feel different? Meaning, how do vaginas feel different to a guy? And I had never really thought about that, but this is the most detailed, concise description, and I had to share it with people.
You didn't share it with us.
I'm going to share it with you now.
Oh, God. Great.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Ladies, first let me propose to you a question. Has every eggplant that you've ever been with the same shape, size, texture, or even look for that matter? Now, as varying as those eggplants may be, this is exactly the same when it comes to they all feel different. Some got a little bit more grip on the bottom. Some got more grip on the sides. Some got more grip on the top. Some feel rougher, therefore more stimulating. Some are very, very smooth and therefore cause less friction and they're less stimulating. Some are tighter all the way around. Some are tighter just in the beginning. Some are tighter the farther you go back. They just all feel different. Even the outside, those all feel different too. Keep in mind, there may be like a general idea. There are no two like snowflakes.
How does this guy have know so much about vaginas and vulvas?
I don't know, but I was fascinated.
Do you think it's true, or is he bullshitting this?
I think you can't make that shit up. I think he definitely...
You could make that shit up.
I went on a deep dive and started researching, and I think he was in the military, so you meet a lot of women when you're out in the military. Sounds like he went through this period, a little wild phase, where he was with a lot of women, and he took notes on all the different types. Do you take notes on different...
Are you kidding me? No.
You didn't take...
First of all, it's about 3 years between any sexual interaction I have. If I were to take notes, I'd have to like dust off this old journal and creak open the fucking pages, spiders in there. So, last time I had sex, my penis was fucking 3 inches long. Now it's 2 inches long. I don't even know how to compare this to the other vulva that was involved.
So basically, you have no clue what a vagina feels like because
No.
it's been a while.
I don't know. Yeah, how any vagina feels like at this point.
Well, you're very picky.
When it comes to vaginas?
No, when it comes to having sex with anybody, so that is probably, and you probably wear like 5 condoms, so you probably have no idea about the feeling of a vagina.
I know the feeling of a vagina, mother.
Anyway, I never really thought about the way he described it. I know women think about like guys, and I did a response video on Tic Tac to this, women holding a banana and a zucchini.
Mm-hmm.
To show that there's different textures and sizes and shapes and thicknesses and curves.
Do you also have to use the word eggplant like he was?
We do, because I finally am back on. They finally put my kitten and cougar video back on Tic Tac. I was punished for doing that. They were getting really.
I know the updates.
I updated you that I was finally be able to post on Facebook again after being banned for almost since June.
Only my mother gets fucking shadow banned from all these companies.
It's true. I'm probably the
You
oldest
and Donald
person.
Trump.
Yeah, you're right. But
That's
at least they have reinstated all my things. Because I appealed and I showed them that I'm an upstanding citizen. And it was because I wrote 5 Ways to Have Wild Sex in 2015. And they banned me on Facebook.
They're too wild.
It's just too nuts. It's just like, how could I be possibly describing 5 Ways to Have Wild Sex on Facebook, which is such a noble platform?
Wait, so let me ask you something.
What?
Do you agree with this guy
Yes.
that you could feel the difference of guys' dicks?
I think that women can feel definitely the difference in guys' dicks. And I think he described in detail how a man feels of a woman's vagina. And I thought that was so interesting. It was probably the only time I've been doing this, online Karen Lee Potter show, Sex Talk with My Mom stuff.
You're doing a lot of online sex stuff, I know.
Since 2012.
Yeah.
I never got such a detailed description before. Never.
Pretty good.
Have you?
No.
Yeah.
But I'm also not scrolling Tic Tac for eggplant discussion.
So sneaky freaks, let me know what you thought about that description of what it feels like for a guy to be in a woman's vagina.
Yum, 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 yum.
Are you speaking about Green Chef?
Yes, I am. Green Chef, our favorite meal kit delivery.
It's the first USDA certified organic meal kit company. And I like that because you enjoy clean ingredients you can trust, seasonally sourced for peak freshness.
Folks, it's a lot of work to figure out which recipes you want to actually create every night. And it takes a lot of time to go to the store and get all the ingredients. Green Chef cuts all this time into next to nothing. They send you a box of all the ingredients you need with all the dressings, the spices, everything to make it taste good.
And it's perfectly portioned, so you don't have to go figuring it out. It's all prepped.
We had like a blackened salmon with Dijonnaise.
Even I can do these.
What I love about it is that it actually teaches me how to cook. I've started doing this thing where I sear a piece of chicken on like a cast iron skillet, and then I'll put it in the oven. I've never done the two cooking strategy over there.
You learned how to sear. Well, I like about it is that I don't eat red meat, and they have different menus for different people, whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian. You can get anything that you want over here.
Guess what? You can get $90 off
Unbelievable.
if you go to greenchef.com/90mom and use code 90mom to get $90 off, including free shipping.
You're going to love this.
That's greenchef.com/90mom and use code 90mom. As things start opening up, we're going to end up spending more time around people.
And that means you need to smell good.
That means no longer can you have that stanky BO that's been permeating your apartment this whole time, Cam.
We both use something called native deodorant.
Native deodorant, my friends, is our go-to deodorant. Why is that?
Because they care about what you put on your armpits.
That's right. They're not giving you all this aluminum, parabens, and talc.
No, they give you ingredients you actually heard of, like coconut oil and shea butter.
And guess what? None of this stuff has been tested on animals. It's very environmentally and vegan friendly.
So how do you get these products?
Well, you can just go to nativedeo.com/mom and use our promo code MOM at checkout to get 20% off your first order. That's nativedeo.com/mom or use code MOM at checkout and get 20% off your order. It's risk-free to try. You can return it in 30 days if you don't like it.
It's awesome. I was going to say that was Mom's News, but I didn't even get a chance to do Mom's News.
Oh, is it time for Mom's News? Mom's News.
Actually, no. It's actually time for We Don't Know Tarot.
Oh, ho, ho.
This is the
we
time.
don't know tarot. Mother.
This is, and actually, I might make an announcement also.
Oh, God.
That finally we are out of Mercury being in retrograde, meaning that planets go backwards, communication gets fucked up, and you're not supposed to make any decisions when Mercury's in retrograde.
How long has it been in retrograde?
I don't know, but it's out of it.
You just know that it's out?
Yeah, saw it on Tic Tac.
Thank the Lord it's out. I feel like Mercury is always in retrograde.
I know, isn't it? It seems like it's less.
So why are people freaking out about it being out of retrograde?
Because once it's out of retrograde, you can make logical decisions without having communication issues.
Do you feel like you are more logical these days?
It was just since yesterday.
So today, have you been feeling very logical?
Yeah, I'm clear as a bell.
Yeah, you could barely say it. All right,
So anyway, I just thought I'd say that, and then I also thought we'd pick a tarot card because the truth of the matter is we don't know shit about tarot cards, but we thought we would have a reading anyway.
Okay, is it my turn to go first?
I think it's your turn to go first. Now you first need to come up with some sort of a situation or an issue that you would like more clarification from the cards on.
How do I best approach finding a woman?
You want to know how to approach the woman.
how to find out? How
How do I find a woman?
Do I keep with the Hinge? Do I keep going to the pool? Do I just wait around? Do I not find
I think
anyone?
there's a good question to ask the tarot cards. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Swirling them around.
Swirling 'em around.
Do,
Oh,
do,
that's-
do, do, do. Okay. Well,
It looks like a fair maiden holding a parrot.
this is the pentacles. Those little
Pentacles.
stars there's a lot of pentacles. Looks like there's 9 pentacles.
It's the 9 of Pentacles.
And let me tell you what else I see here.
There's
It's
like
a lovely woman holding a bird.
She looks like a hawk. She's
It looks
looking
like a woodpecker.
She's got that hawk. Those gloves on. I actually saw a girl on a Hinge wearing this thing.
Like
the
a
other day.
falcon.
A falconer. Yeah, she's a falconer. That
Mate,
might be a
saw,
man.
You saw a girl on Hinge wearing these kind of gloves?
Yeah.
It might be telling you that you should go find that girl and date her.
Well, I commented on her and she did not comment back. So
Well,
that might be very challenging.
That's where the 9 pentacles come into the picture.
Are these little flowers or are these
Oh, on her, yeah, it looks like some sort of little flowers are blooming. So she's saying to you, love is in the air.
I'm into it.
You should have.
So
these are the,
so
these
you
little,
think the question was about how do I go about finding a woman, and I got a falconer.
You've got a falconer. So basically, you have to follow the birds.
Follow the birds.
Follow the birds. Once you follow those birds, you go in a park one day. You follow all the little birds, especially if you see a woodpecker, which I did see the other day. And then you see the next person that comes to your way. Boom. You go up and you talk to her.
And do I say, excuse me, I've been following the birds. Do you
Following
want to
the
have
birds.
sex with my innie?
With my micro penis, because it used to be 3 inches and now it's 2 inches.
Yes. It changes in the summer, in the
Well,
winter time.
I still see that as a very rosy reading for you.
Thank you.
And now I'm going to.
What's your question, Mother?
My question is, one of the future. If I'm going to be living in the same apartment, or am I going to move out of this apartment and move into a different domicile?
You're not supposed to do the yes or no.
How is that yes or no? I'm just
Am
saying.
I going to be living in the same apartment? Is a yes or no question.
What do I need to look for in my next home?
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. No, you don't.
How
like
do
that.
I go about finding my next home?
Who wants to get?
Okay, I don't know. Just
All right.
pick a fucking
All
card.
right. So something about where I'm going to be living.
That is not even a question at this point.
All right. Will I be living
Period.
by the ocean?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You have aspirations to live by the ocean?
When I'm like 80 or 90.
What is this? This is such
All
a
right, all right,
shitty.
all
You don't
right,
even
all
know how
right.
to ask the tarot
I would like
card.
to ask the tarot cards what they see in my future in general. Okay, I'm going to go vague then. The other one was too specific. Now I'm going vague. All right, there we go.
What do you see in my future?
I want to see what the tarot card predicts in the future. Ready?
All right, go for it, Moot.
Do, 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 do. Now I don't know if it's backwards or forwards, but if it's backwards, it's challenging. But I'm. Should we put it backwards or
I
forward?
don't know, wherever you want to put it.
Well,
You got the King of Pentacles.
first of all, that says knight,
the Knight of Pentacles.
but it's upside down.
Oh, the Knight of Pentacles upside down.
You know, how do you interpret that shit?
Well, it's a knight on a horse. It's
Yeah.
pretty interesting that we got pentacles. We both got
we
pentacles.
both got pentacles.
And he's holding a little star thing.
Let me see.
And he's in a complete iron suit. In terms of
No,
your future,
no.
I'd say that...
Also, it was upside down, and upside down means challenging.
I know exactly what this means.
What does it mean?
This means that you have a date with Jigga Man coming up very soon.
Because he's the knight.
He is the Knight of Pentacles.
I'm so happy.
And he is going to save you from stepping out.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. He's going to keep me in check because he's
Yes.
going to keep me from being, too advanced sexually with other women.
That's
he
correct.
wants me to be with other women.
Yeah, you have to like girls, but no one else.
I think that just ends our. You don't know tarot question.
don't know
No.
tarot.
Yeah, you don't know shit about tarot cards.
And is it time for our favorite segment of the show?
I think it's time for our favorite time.
Mom's news,
Mom's news,
Mom's news.
Oh, Mom's news came from Huffington Post.
Hold on, no one knows what Mom's news is.
Oh, sorry about that.
Mom's news is the segment of our show where my mother shares groundbreaking, earth-shattering, need-to-know information.
And it's from Weird News at Huffington Post.
Weird news from
Weird
Huffington
News.
Post.
Sex, Guns, and Moving Cars is
Wow.
the title.
This is what everyone has been wanting to
Very
hear.
excited. A Florida woman was charged with armed robbery in September after she allegedly pulled a gun while having sex with a man driving a car. That's quite a feat in itself right there.
All of that.
Can you imagine?
Having sex while driving she's driving the car?
No, he's driving.
She's having sex and then she pulls a gun on him?
Well, here's the details. Investigators say that Amanda Jean Linscott, 26, met the male while visiting a pub in Port Charlotte. Linscott that night, Linscott and the man wound up in his car, where police say they began to have sex while the man drove. Mid-route, Linscott allegedly asked the man for money, and when he refused, she whipped out a gun.
Oh, my
God. The understandably distracted driver lost control of the vehicle and crashed into a palm tree.
Oh, my God.
Well, there's a lot going on in that little paragraph. Okay, you got to figure she must be on top of him, right?
How does this happen?
I don't know.
They meet at a bar, and they it is the first time they meet each other?
Yeah.
And then they leave, and they're like, I've never had fucked while driving. And she's like, let's do it. She does it, and she thinks that this is going to be a little prostitution situation.
And he says, no way, I'm just going to fuck you while I'm driving the car.
And she pulls a gun on him.
Yeah, that would cause, can you imagine, would you be able to maintain a hard-on?
I'd probably maintain the hard on, but I would not. I would crash into that palm tree.
Yeah, I think that palm tree is like, it says it all.
Wow. That's just fucking riveting. Thank you for bringing that to our attention, Mother.
And that was Mom's News.
Mom's News. That was a quick segment of Mom's News, and I'm glad it's over.
Well, there was more to the story, but I decided to spare you the details.
Thank you, Mother. I think it's time for Cam's Uppers. It's the place to be.
Fun living is the life for me.
It's Cam's Uppers, the segment of our show where I share something near and dear to my heart. Something that I really would like to put out in the world that my mother typically finds
Snoozeworthy.
Or
boring as fuck.
Or
downright dull.
Thank you for that intro.
Do you got something interesting?
Yes, I do, actually.
Oh, what's
I
going
was
on?
thinking about memory recently.
Okay.
You always said to me growing up, go make memories.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I used to send that to you in your letters at camp.
Exactly.
It's in other words, I'm still pushing you to do things that may be out of your comfort zone.
Why is it that the memories that we have, they tend to be things that are novel in our life?
Right.
But why do we value those more than just, say, a typical day doing something that we really enjoy with the people we love?
Well, that could be a memory too.
No, you don't remember that. You don't remember all the wonderful dinners we've had over the pandemic with me and Dee's.
No, I do remember some of them.
No, you don't. No chance.
Well,
but you would remember, say, a shitty trip to fucking Cabo San Lucas or something like that.
Okay.
And so what I'm saying is...
I do remember a shitty trip to Cabo San Lucas.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, why do we choose to value those making memory moments more so than just having a nice relationship and doing something mundane that we typically will forget later on?
Because of the dendrils.
What?
Your brain is like a tree, and it forms little branches. And something novel will make those little branches appear and attach to each other. If you don't have that, then the brain rusts and it's boring.
Oh, you want to talk about brain rust?
Yes.
You want to talk about brain rust right now?
Yeah, your brain is rusting.
I'm going to take a look at your scalp. You're going to see underneath that surface a huge layer of Tic Tac rust over there.
Well, interestingly enough, I think you're wrong about this, because I even recently did a Tic Tac video about how I was embarrassed when a guy ran down the cafeteria in high school and bit me on the boob.
Okay, but it's not that's the type of memory you want to make?
I think it's important because later on it can either be, some of these memories are funny, some of them are warm felt, heartfelt, sexy ones.
Here's why this
some of them are negative, some of them are positive. They're all memorable though.
Here's why this is important to me right now.
Why?
As I become freer with my behavior due to vaccines, I now have more freedom to go make memories if I wanted to. I could go travel and hope I don't spread coronavirus to anyone. Okay?
Okay.
But why is that going to be better than just, remaining here, fostering a relationship with my close family and friends, and taking a walk around a reservoir or something like that?
I say do whatever you want to do.
Do you see what the problem, the issue
You're
here?
saying that you're not going to make a memory if you're just going to the park.
That's correct. Whereas I could go be fucking, my whole life, if I just really wanted to make memories, I'd be doing much riskier things. I'd go fucking on strangers at this girl who's hugging everyone.
I think you're associating memories with doing things that are very risky, and it doesn't
Or novel.
Or
They're
novel.
novel, yeah.
But novel could be good.
It could be, but it's not the goal. That's what I'm saying.
Why not?
I don't want to just have novel experiences.
Who said that's all you could have?
Why are you always pushing the novel experiences?
Because if you don't do them, your life is going to be very dull, which is where this entire conversation is going.
All right, that's Cam's Uppers. It's the place to be.
I actually thought you were going to bring up the breathing
Mother
situation, and I tried your breathing situation where you put tape your lips together. I think you just wanted me to not speak.
We already talked about this. You said that it was having a positive impact on your life.
Yeah, well, apparently Deez had taped his mouth shut. He had acid reflux the other day. He felt like he was going to puke, and the puke, instead of going out his mouth because he couldn't do it because it was taped, he went in out of his nose.
Ew, why is he puking in his sleep?
I don't know why.
That's a good sign. That shows him, hey, I'm eating something incorrect.
That's exactly what I told him.
Yeah, it's actually a good sign.
Yeah, it should tell you that you should not be eating a ridiculous amount of hamburgers.
That's exactly right. So, do I feel bad? No.
No, me neither.
Let him blow vomit out of his nose.
That's very nice of you.
All right, should we answer some listeners' texts over here?
Absolutely.
This is called Just the Tip, this segment. Just the tip. You can ask us your questions. We'll give you
It's a little double entendre.
professional tips that you shouldn't take so seriously. All right. Here, Raylene says I'm a couple episodes behind. I about peed my pants listening to a tarot reading. Also, I can cook myself. I need them to throw down in the bedroom. That was in response to your question, Mother, about whether you prefer someone who can cook or someone who could fuck.
I was very surprised at those answers.
Yeah.
Lots of answers that they wanted someone who could cook, and lots of answers that they want someone who could fuck, and preferably someone who does both.
Hello. I mean, you should put that on my Hinge profile.
That you can cook in the bedroom and in the kitchen?
Yeah, that's pretty good. Jacqueline says, how should I approach asking my 4-year-long boyfriend to try new things and actually speak during sex? Ahaha. Actually speak during sex, Mother. When I first started having sex with people, I was a silent mute.
And now?
Pretty vocal. I like to bring up a lot of what I'm feeling, what I'm experiencing.
Okay, I don't think that's what she's looking for. She didn't want to hear him complain about all his ailments during sex.
I'm not complaining. I'm just noting. It's a big difference.
Yeah, I'm not sure that Jacqueline was referring to what you're like Woody Allen in the bedroom.
You have never been in a bedroom with me, thank God.
I can just imagine what you're saying to this person.
What?
Let's go through like a step by step. Okay, you get in the bed. Now what the first thing you're doing is what? Apologizing?
You apologizing?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear what you think goes on in there.
I'm so sorry. My dick used to be 3 inches. Now it's 2 inches.
So you think I start with a nice apology?
Sorry if I come way too fast, but I can get it up again real quickly after that.
A disclaimer.
Sorry, I got a little stuffy nose because I drank some caffeine at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's 7 o'clock at night, and I still have residual effects.
That's all incorrect.
All right, what does go on? What kind of dirty talk's going on?
I'm a lot of dirty talk.
I'm dirty talking.
That's not dirty talk.
No, I'm not talking now. I'm saying I do dirty talking in the bedroom.
I know you pill princess. Fucking dirty talk. My ass. There's a lot of fucking sexy ass shit coming out of my mouth that you don't need to hear.
Jacqueline wants to know, so tell her what are your
She wants
suggestions?
to know, early in our relationship, we established I was clearly the one with the higher sex drive and far more sexual experience. It has always made him slightly uncomfortable, and he has even said, why are you so obsessed with sex? That led to me never even suggesting or even voicing wilder things I would want to try. Are we just not a match? We make good partners, but have zero sexual chemistry. Unfortunate. That's fucking unfortunate as fuck.
That is definitely unfortunate. Doesn't mean that I don't, Jacqueline, don't give up yet. Okay. I mean, this could be worked out in therapy. Maybe having zero sexual chemistry is not the best sign, but it can be worked on.
We've actually heard from other sex experts.
Right.
Sex with Emily actually has a yes, no, maybe list on her website.
Okay.
Basically, it's all the shit that you can do in the bedroom. You can go through with your partner and say, do you want to do this? Yes, no, or maybe.
Or there's games that you can play, like a card
From
game.
the Like a Kitten box.
That's what I was referring
The
to.
couples box has
Yeah.
a game called Never Have We Ever, But We Might.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
I mean, it depends on when she's serious. When she said zero sexual chemistry, or it seems like she had a high sex drive towards him at the beginning.
I think that you need to open up the conversation to acknowledge what's happening here.
Well,
if you haven't already.
It seemed like she has, and then he kind of shut her down. Which
You have to open up the conversation around that reaction because that's only going to lead to more
right
drying up. No, it's not going to be a turn on.
No, it's not a turn on for either partner. And a lot of guys think it's always the men that have the higher sex drive, but it's not necessarily the case.
Oh, I think often among my friends, once they're in the relationship, it's usually the woman that has the higher sex drive.
Is it higher drive for sex or intimacy or both?
I don't know.
All right.
But I do know that's a common thing. In any case, I think definitely talking with a sex therapist would be helpful. Opening up the conversation would be helpful, especially outside of the bedroom.
And trying to talk during sex, that could help.
Yeah.
Not about the sex, but just like pretend to role play and things like that.
That is key.
Yeah.
So maybe there's like a barrier between him expressing himself in the bedroom. But if he's playing a character, perhaps he can take on a different attitude.
Would you take on a Lin-Manuel Miranda character?
I will never play Lin-Manuel Miranda in the bedroom unless he's a villain. I could be an
you
evil
could be an
Lin-Manuel.
evil Lin-Manuel.
All right, moving right along. I hope that's
Yeah.
helpful, Jacqueline.
Yeah, Jacqueline. I would love to hear your thoughts.
Cecilia says, hearing
You're
my
breaking my heart. Can I little known fact about that song Cecilia that was by Simon and Garfunkel?
Mm-hmm.
Just FYI, when I was in like 6th or 7th grade, that song, I had a really cool choir teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it choir, music, whatever? And she tried to play that song for us. And apparently the school board said you cannot play that song because there's a part where in that song it goes, waking up in the bed with Cecilia, up in my bedroom. And it basically was talking about sex, right?
Yep.
Making love love with Cecilia in my bed, in the bedroom, basically. And we were not allowed to play that song again.
I think that could have been where your obsession with sex began.
It became in 6th grade with Cecilia.
When you became repressed, you're socially repressed
That's
from
right.
sex and increased this fucking maniac sex drive.
No, I just think that there were a lot of steps along the way that encouraged my curiosity.
I love that you don't acknowledge the fact I just called you a manic sex drive.
I don't think that the Cecilia making love in the
Okay.
Up in my bedroom making love. I got up to wash my face. When I come back to bed, someone's taking my place. See, I can remember that. I can't remember anything.
Karaoke. What is going on?
Yeah, I'm
over
thinking
here?
about the Simon and Garfunkel.
Look, we're done.
Okay.
We're on to the fucking just the tip. Cecilia.
Can you imagine that wasn't considered but later on you do like the WAP song, Wet Ass Pussy, and that's allowed to be played anywhere?
It's crazy.
It's just a crazy world we live in.
Cecilia says, I'm in Texas and last week was just full of anxiety and worry, so I didn't get around to my usual pod listening schedule, but so exciting to hear my comment as I'm catching up today. Thank you both for keeping me laughing. Wish I was in your area so that I could be lucky enough to pop up on Cam's dating apps.
Oh, that's why you wanted to read that one.
That's a hit on right there.
That was not really.
That's a clear hit on.
That was not a listener question. That was just you trying to get everyone to know that you were hit on by Cecilia up in my bedroom.
I'm sharing what
making
the
love.
people are saying, okay? And if they happen to slip in a little hit on, I'm not going to not read that.
Apparently not.
Out of respect for
You
Cecilia.
thought you could slip that one.
Thank you, Cecilia. That's very sweet of you.
Okay.
Cassie says, thank you for the advice about nose breathing. Oh, so someone is appreciative.
Okay. I was appreciative. I still put that tape in my mouth.
Okay. I've totally slept better the past 3 nights breathing through my nose.
It works. I'm telling you, this thing is a godsend.
She says, instead of tape on my mouth, I propped my chin closed with my hand and the blankets, and it worked well for me.
I don't know how you stay in one place all night long with your hand
You were a
propped
deep-ass
up.
sleeper.
Yeah. I'm all over the place, and trying not to strangle my dog in the process.
I must be. I don't know how I'm ever going to sleep with someone. I'm whipping the sheets back and forth.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking serpent in there.
I got the same thing over here with these. You sneaky freaks. If you're a tumultuous sleeper, let us know.
Yeah, Cassie, I'm glad this worked for you. I'm amazed that worked.
Yeah.
Nate is a wonderful Patreon member. He's a sneaky freak. And guess what?
What?
He is now certified, I believe, in mindfulness facilitating. And he is putting together a mindfulness meditation group paving the way to radical self-acceptance.
Oh, my goodness.
This is a meditation group for the LGBTQIA plus community and their allies. And it's every Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time starting February 28th. It's free and on Zoom.
And how do they get to this site?
You can email Nate at nathanielblackrmp@gmail.com. That's in the show notes of this episode. I think it's going to be an excellent time. Nate is a phenomenal guy.
Are you going to go?
I told them that's the day that it's like an hour after we finish our meditation class. So maybe I'll drop in for one of these, but I'm already meditating for like an hour and a half prior. So I don't know if I'm both.
It's a lot of meditation.
It's a lot. Anyway, you guys should definitely, especially if you're part of the LGBTQIA community, this is going to be excellent. And if you're just an ally, check out the show notes. Amanda says, when is the next patron Zoom party? I haven't been able to attend any yet, and I know I'm missing out.
Oh.
You are missing out, Amanda, and that is why we are having a patron Zoom party on March 3rd. It's a Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. On Zoom, you can get that link at patreon.com/sextalkwithmymom. It's a fucking fun-ass time.
It is fun. You get to actually interact and hang out with all the other sneaky little freaks. And us.
It's really sweet. It's a group of very, very sweet people.
Who have very weird pets.
And they're all very open-minded. They got funny stories about sex. Can't recommend it enough.
We play games. It's a definite perk to being a patron.
Another way that you'd be able to help us out, aside from Patreon, is
ratethispodcast.com/mom.
That's where you can leave a rating and review for us. It's super, super helpful. And I wanted to read one to say thank you.
Okay.
Spoken Intelligence says, great show. I remember when y'all first started in 2017. Great material, and I love the mother-son duo. 5 stars. Thank you very much, Spoken Intelligence.
Broken Intelligence. Phenomenal.
Spoken Intelligence, not broken. Although I will say, Spoken Intelligence did say, I remember when you all started in 2017. We actually started in 2015.
Oh, man.
Maybe you found us in 2017.
Right.
We've been chugging along
what she
by then.
meant. Or he meant. Or whatever.
But anyway, I'm glad you're enjoying the material and the mother-son duo.
Yep, that's our goal. So we've achieved it. And
All
with
right,
that,
we can end the show then.
We can end the show.
Do you have any final words, Mother?
I do.
What?
And let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and having sex in a car with a gun to your headies.
Oh,
that was like one of the worst ones I've ever done in my life.
I think so.
It was.
And are you only doing it now when it relates to mom's news? Is that the only thing you can remember these days?
It is very difficult to just come up with something like out of nowhere.
You got the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and choosing to make memories.
You didn't even get the right tune.
I know, but I got memories down there.
Let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and getting Cecilia. You're breaking my heart.
Oh, it's a mashup. Fucking remix. All right.
We love you guys.
Thank you for tuning
freaks.
in. Hit us up at 310-356-3920.
3920.
Have a wonderful week.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you.